Now let us move to the question answer section. So the first two extracts are given here. So after reading the first two given extracts, we have to answer the questions that are given in the textbook. So this way, this is like a practice section for us. So sorry, the first three stanzas are given. The first three stanzas of the poem are given. And let us go through the questions. So I have written the answers to give an idea to how to write the answers. Okay. So if there are two questions, then we can write in this way. So let us discuss. The first question is, before moving on to the questions, maybe there are differences in the questions given in your textbook. So no problem, we will first discuss the questions that are given here. The first question based on the first three stanzas of the poem. Which figure of speech is used in the line in bleak and bitter cold? So we have already discussed. Okay. So that is the first question. The second question, what special significance do the adjectives bleak and bitter have? So this line or this adjectives or this words bleak and bitter have special significance other than describing the cold weather outside. So that this is a question asked us. So the first question was, what is the figure of speech used in the poem? So when you answer questions, you have to see the verb used in the question. So which figure of speech is used? So he is used as present tense, and this is in passive voice. Okay. And do the adjectives do have? So this is also in present tense. So if the question is in present tense, you also have to write the answer in present tense. So keep in mind that. So according to the tense, we will use the tense in, according to the tense used in the question, we will use the tense in answer too. So the first question is about the figure of speech used in the line in bleak and bitter cold. So as we have already discussed, in the line in bleak and bitter cold, the figure of speech used is alliteration, as there is a close repetition of consonant sound b. You have to write in this way b. And moving on to the next question, we have to leave a line and then write the answer so that examiner can easily read your answer without any confusion. It also says that this is the answer of the second question. The adjectives bleak and bitter define the word cold. Okay, so the adjectives bleak and bitter specifically say about the word cold or the cold. It can be either the cold outside or the cold inside the hearts of the six human beings. So coldness outside is comparable to the coldness within the hearts of the six characters, as they are not warm or friendly with each other. Now moving on to the next question. Who are? So again, it's present tense. And why do they need? Okay, I'm just underlining the verbs in the question. Who are the people referred to in the above extract? Why do they need logs? So the people referred to are six indifferent people. So indifferent means people who don't have any concern for the miserable situation of others. They are not concerned about the others' lives. They are not willing to help others. They are not ready to think, or they are not ready to help others. Such people are called indifferent people, who lacks people who lack love in their hearts, people who lack compassion in their heart, people who cannot consider others as their equal, who are trapped together by chance. So it happened coincidentally in biting cold, in extreme cold. They need logs to keep the dying fire alive in order to prevent themselves from cold. This is the answer of the second one. Third one. What character traits would you associate with the first one and the next man? Why? So the first one can be said to be holding a racist attitude. So racism means discriminating or showing partiality to people who don't belong to your race, or people who belong to other race, people who differ in their pigmentation, skin pigmentation. Some people may be having black skin color, some people may be having white skin color, some people may be having brown skin color, and that is not the criteria for discriminating them from you. But if you discriminate, or if you show partiality to people just because of the skin of their color, that attitude is called racist attitude, because there is no reasoning behind showing discrimination, showing hatred towards people who have a different kind of skin color, a different kind of pigmentation. So the first one can be said to be holding a racist attitude, as she does not want to benefit the black man by giving her log of food. The next man can be said to be a bigot. So bigot means showing intolerance, or your inability, not your ability, your inability to accept the beliefs or characters or behaviors of other people, or people with an opinion, or people with a belief, or people with a behavior that is different from your belief, or that is different from your behavior. So you are a man who believes that others should also have your opinion, or others should also have your behavior. You are not ready to accept other behavior. The next man can be said to be a bigot, as he cannot bring himself to give his log to renew the fire, as he finds a man from another religion. So the first one is having a racist attitude, and the second one is a bigot, is having a bigotry attitude. The second one is having intolerance towards other people who differ in their behavior or characteristics. Now moving on to the fourth question. What does the first one hold back, and why? The first one holds back a stick of wood because she is guided by her racist attitude towards a black man. She does not like to give up her log for the benefit of the black man whom she hates. And the last question in that particular extract: state how the following line is connected with the theme of the poem, Their Dying Fire in Need of Logs. The line "Their dying fire in need of logs" literally refers to the fire that is dying and needs to be kept alive with the use of a log. Metaphorically, it can be understood as a fire of compassion in their hearts that is dying and needs to be kept alive by giving their logs that as district of a sin to fire, that is, to be free from discrimination and to help each other. So that is the answer of this question. If you have a different kind of answer, then you can write down in your notebook.